Hello Crafty friends, it's Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Owl YouTube channel, and I am here today with an unboxing, and I'm going to let you see me test out my fun new product as I get it. First off, let me just say sorry about my voice. I have caught a cold, but I wanted to make this video, and I don't know when I'm going to get better, so I wanted to get it out there. A few days ago, I shared a video where I made some handmade Christmas Flair with my button maker, but I had to take the backs out of the buttons because I only had the ones with the pin backs. Well, I decided to get on the Button Boy Inc. site and see what other options they had for backs. They did have a flat back option, and I was able to get 100 sets for $16 shipped. And I'm gonna bet, this costs probably $6 to $8 to mail, so I had 100 sets for about $8 to $10 plus shipping. So today I'm gonna open my box, take these out. We are going to see if they are easy to use just like the other ones. So again, I got this from Button Boy Inc. And the reason I chose their site is when I first ordered my button maker, I got my first round of parts through their Etsy store, and since then I found out that they had their own just regular website, and their supplies seem to be so much cheaper than anywhere else, and they are the original parts for the Tecre. They're not cheap made versions. So I ordered Sunday night, late at night, and I had my package in hand by Thursday afternoon, so that was excellent. Get to play with these before Christmas, maybe make some more flair for some pocket letters. So let's open the box. It just came in the small flat rate box here. Okay. Those would be the Mylar pieces for the front of the buttons. Okay, and then these are the flat backs, I'm going to guess, because they look different than what I have for the fronts. And yes, these are the fronts. So these fronts already, the fronts and the Mylar are already what I had and used the other day on my video. But it's these backs that are different. Let me grab one of my other backs. So the backs I had previously were pin backs. And they have a dip in them, and they're meant to be pinned onto something. And these new ones, I thought they would be great for flair because you could just use like a regular glue dot or maybe some sticky tape to adhere them to your products. Your projects. So here we have kind of a side by side of the different backs. Okay. So let's see if these are just as easy to use as the button back ones. I'm going to go ahead and get out a couple of each so we're ready to go. Two fronts. And instead of opening up this brand new package of Mylar, I'm just going to use what I have from before. They're already open. So there's my Mylar. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this stuff. I'm going to pause right here. I need to go find some paper that I want to make some flair out of. Be right back. Alright, so I just got out my scrap bin, and we'll see which ones will fit here. I'm going to go ahead and set these out. I'm wondering if I can do like a layered. If it would work if I layered some papers and made a button. So I'm going to set some of this stuff out just to try later. Maybe okay, so we'll try all this together. But for just the regular one, let's try this. So I am using my 1.629 inch paper punch, and again I bought this with my button maker, and it punches it specifically to the correct circle size for the 1 1/4 inch button. So I'm just going to punch out a circle, and then I'm going to punch one out of here as well. I just don't know if I layer more papers if it's going to be too thick for the button maker to actually make the button. So let's go ahead and layer it, and that way we'll just try the button all at once. Or the flare, I guess I can call it now since it's not a button. So let's see. Now the part that's going to show up is really just in the middle. So what I'm going to do is just put some adhesive there. And cut out around, oops, cut out around this. And if this doesn't work, I mean, I could always adhere stuff on the outside of the button too. You know, like if I just made the button from this, I could just adhere the today with some like red line sticky tape. Let's go ahead though. We're going to give it a try, just so we know. Now, since it won't show everything, see, today is a little bit too wide. So I am going to try to just center that right in the circle, and I am leaving a bit over here that does not have the green over the pattern paper, but that's going to be wrapped around the back of the button. I don't think it's a big deal. Let's go ahead, cut this up, better turn it over. Alright. Now I should have probably adhered that down first, so I'm going to do this very carefully. I'm just going to just tack that a little bit. I'm not going to worry about going all the way across. Cut off those couple extra edges. There's little points there. Okay, let's give this a try. When I am setting up my button maker for actually making buttons, I like to start with the two metal circles just left to right instead of putting my front in here, doing, and then moving around. I don't know why. I just found that this works better for me. So I'm going to put in the button front. Now, I could see here where you could get mixed up easily because these look very similar. This one just has more sharp edges. So I'm going to put that over there face up. Let's try the flower one first with our Mylar. Okay. Now over here, the part that's going to be on the outside is actually going to go down. So we're going to turn it, press the first side. Okay, it did pick it up. And press the second side. And there you have it. Oh, that is excellent. So now, instead of me trying to use my, when I made the other video, I used the pop-up glue dots, but even then I wasn't sure that they were thick enough to actually adhere the flare to the paper. But now definitely you could use a glue dot or some red line tape, and that would adhere great to a project. Oh, that is so fun. All right. Now let's see if we can do this other one. So same thing again, the front goes there, our image. And now remember, this one is thick, so this might not work. This is a total test. This is kind of like a scrapbooked button, you know, with the layering and the colors and words. Put our Mylar on, put our back face down, and cross your fingers. It's very hard to push down. Okay, that was a lot harder to push down, friends. Let's see. All right, but it's up in there. Yeah, that was a lot harder. Probably the thickness of the paper. Putting the back on was about as normal. It was about as normal as usual. Okay. It didn't work. You can see here that it was too thick for it. The back didn't go on. But I knew that might happen. I just thought it would be fun to try. It really did try to go around, though. You can see how hard it pressed it down. Let's try one more with maybe just 2 layers of paper. I bet you could definitely do it if you just had like the thin scrapbooking paper, but the paper I've used is almost like a printed cardstock. So it is a lot thicker. So let's try it again with something a little thinner. We'll do Alright. Oh, wrong punch. They kind of look all the same when they're upside down. Okay. Let's see if we can get... Okay, there's room for another circle. And... cut that so there's a little flag shape down there. And now I have to get out some more parts because I only got 2 out. So I have my front. And my back. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, I had 2 fronts. Definitely don't want to try 2 fronts because we know that will be too thick. I'm going to put in this. And my flag is a little too long. I don't think you're going to see what I want you to there. So I'm going to put that on. My Mylar. I decided to just forego adhesive there. Alright, let's try it again. Go ahead and put that face down. Okay, let's see how this feels. Alright, that one went much easier than the second one. Let's try that. Push it down one more time. Okay, let's see. It's definitely better than the last one, but yeah, that's probably going too far. I think if I wanted something like that, I should just use my first one. Recut a banner. And then just maybe adhere it on the top if I needed that. Or I could also use scrapbook paper that's more thin, that's more just like printer paper, because they do sell that too. But you know what? It was a thought I had to try. But anyway, I love the flat back on this. This is going to make some great flair. These will be just great to add to pocket letters to have it coordinate with all the papers I used in my pocket letter and some of the goodies. So anyway, thanks friends for stopping by today. I had a great time opening up my package from Button Boy Ink. And, you know, testing something out with you. Even if it was a fail, at least now we know. Thanks. Bye-bye.